If you're an esthetician or about to become an esthetician, stay tuned because we're going to be talking about the skin games. Is it worth it? Would I recommend it? That's coming up next. Welcome back. Christine Byer here, licensed esthetician for 22 years. And in this video, I wanted to talk to you, esthetician to esthetician, about the skin games. And if you don't even know what the skin games are, they are international competition of high caliber estheticians. And so there are different categories like anti-aging, waxing, compassionate, so people who work with cancer patients. And they've really broadened the amount of categories they've had since they started in 2016. You enter to win. You have to do a case study with before and after pictures. I know you're going to think it sounds crazy, but it's actually a lot of fun. I was not sure what to think because it was the first year they did it that I participated. I'm actually going to be a Skin Games judge next year. They're having it, it's going to be in Orlando, and I'll be there judging. So I'm excited about that. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. I think it'll be maybe a little less stressful than it was being judged to judge, but I don't know. I don't like to judge people's work, but I do like to give constructive criticism. So some of the things that I learned and took away from the skin games that were just real bonuses about participating. I thought of this as sort of a bucket list thing, and I really think you should too, because how often does something like this happen in our field? Like never. And I remember being so excited and feeling so validated, like it was the presentation night, you know, they're going to give the awards that night and everybody was dressed to the nines, and it was just it was wonderful and nerve-wracking because you had to be up on stage and stuff. But I just remember them coming out and they had a bunch of dancers in like lab coats, esthetician lab coats. And I just thought it was the cutest thing. I just got this rush of pride, you know, for my field, because I feel like we do what we do it quietly, we do it behind closed doors, we work our butts off, we're always fixing skin, we're always working on others, and we're doing it, we're just locked away, right? So it just felt really validating to see others in my field and this big celebratory state, and it was just fun. It was just fun, and it was glamorous, and it was so worth it. It's just a bucket list thing, 100%. So one of the things I got from the experience is confidence in myself, because like I was saying, I felt like this big burst of pride when I saw the dancers dressed in esthetician lab coats. I don't know why, I was just like crying and stuff. I just thought it was so cool. It's like they're bringing what we do out into the open. Came back feeling way more confident than before I did it. I think it's a out of your comfort zone thing. It's really a challenge to yourself, and you meet everybody else that's doing the same thing. So it's very cool. And you're meeting some really great estheticians, and that was another fun thing, is like the parties. As a matter of fact, I think that's why they're having it in Orlando this year. I think they had it in Vegas one year and like nobody was showing up for the events. But going down to the hotel bar and having a drink with my girlfriends, you know, other estheticians, just getting to know people better, learning about their practice, about themselves, about their families. It was just fun. It was gratifying. And that was probably one of my favorite parts, you know, being able to just meet up for a drink and just chat, just learning from others. I mean, I remember I found a gal who does my private label retinol. I just met a lot of people. I made some really priceless connections in the field. It was worth it because I mean, I was there, I was making friends and stuff, but I also found some really good business contacts that I did not know how lasting they would be. I mean, I still deal with one of them to this day. I buy from her. So you can make really great business contacts. And once again, the people that show up there are such top caliber, such high caliber people. So one thing people don't think about when they go to these things is the opportunity to toot your own horn later, right? We always think about, you know, I didn't win my category. I got People's Choice Awards because people voted for me that weren't there, but I didn't win my category. I got into the top 6 out of all the entrances there was, and there was over, I don't know, was it 1,000 or something people who entered. So I was proud of myself. I was in the top 30. I think anybody could go, but they said you have to be at the awards ceremony. I'm like, oh, I have to be there. And this was in San Ramon, California, so it was quite an expense. So I'm glad they're having it someplace. Well, for me, Orlando's cheaper and it's quicker to get there because I'm on the Eastern timing and I'm in Indianapolis, so that's much easier to go down to Orlando for me than to get to San Ramon, California. But yeah, this ability to toot your own horn later on, it's really, I mean, it was a selective process, and now they have a lot more categories. And I really think that if you enter, they want to make you a participant somehow, because I noticed that one of the reasons they brought me on as a judge is they wanted to make it more inclusive and a little less scary, because the first couple of years it was all these skincare luminaries, you know, people that you see at all the shows that own their own brands, and it was intimidating. And so she needed to bring it down a notch, make it feel more welcoming and like inclusive. So I'm happy, I'm so excited to be a judge for next year's competition. But this whole thing about tooting your own horn, it's not native to estheticians. It's just not something we're good at unless we pay somebody or we're in, you know, business coaching. Like I'm in Lori Crete's Beauty Biz Club, and I've been with her since around that time, actually before. And then 2 other girls from the Beauty Biz Club were in it with me, so that was a lot of fun to get to know them better during the competition. But yeah, when I got back, my whole practice exploded. I was doing well, but I did even better afterwards. And just using that, my excitement about going and attending and winning people's choice and, you know, all this stuff, going up on stage, being all dressed up, it was just so much fun. And being able to share that with my followers, my clients, I think it got everybody excited. And so my business here, my practice just exploded. And I don't have a lot of open slots in my schedule. I've been pretty busy ever since. As far as like marketing opportunities after the fact, it's golden. It's like participated and attended Skin Games event for 2022-23. It's just a golden marketing opportunity, and it like pays for itself going to this event, going to the awards ceremony, which also has a skincare show attached to it, which is really fun. I'll talk about that in a second. But going to this award ceremony pays for itself in the marketing opportunities later. You say, hey, I participated, and clients are like, ooh, what's that about? Tell me more. What do you mean? What was your category? You know, they're all excited for you. Don't discount that. That is priceless. I actually still use that in my marketing to this day. Clients appreciate that extra effort and that confidence in yourself to participate in the Skin Games. It's like, wow, she means business. So it's a client magnet. It really is. So I talked earlier about your comfort zone. In our studios or wherever we work, it just feels like this little womb, right? We're just all comfortable. It's just our comfort zone. And so this for me was a total opportunity to get out of my comfort zone and just challenge myself, because I do go to a lot of classes and that kind of thing, but I wanted to shake it up, do something different. This gets you out of your comfort zone 100%, but it is so worth it. And another part of that is it really sets you apart in this very crowded field. So I know if you are in one of the bigger markets that it's hard for people to find you, or it all sounds like the same stuff. It is a way for you to really set yourself apart from other estheticians around you, because you've put all this effort and time and a little bit of money, yeah, there's some money involved, into participating. You put yourself out there. And so letting others know that really sets you apart from other estheticians in your immediate area. And really, let's face it, in the nation, internationally, it's worth it. Oh, and another thing I wrote in my notes is just friends, that I made a lot of friends. And it's funny, I think of Lori Congdon. She's hilarious. Met her. She was participating in the anti-aging field with me, and she's a riot. Just people I would never have met in person that I've seen on Facebook and stuff, but you just don't feel their essence until they're in front of you. It was just a pleasure to meet so many people. Sean Paris, Jeffrey Chambers, what is her last name? I can't remember it right now. Who else did I meet? I met so many people. Amy Wall, just beautiful, gorgeous souls. Yeah, it was just fulfilling to finally meet people in person. So what you can expect. Basically, you sign up, you have to do an 8-week challenge in your chosen category. Now you can sign up for more than one category. They've got some fun ones. They've got like the selfie category and the anti-aging and compassionate, and they have a listing. But it's interesting. I don't even know what the selfie category is about. Does it mean the best selfie improvement? Because we already got great skin. How are we going to improve on that? I'd have to let myself go for a few months, like put mud on my face and go to bed at night or whatever, dirt. But yeah, I know they have changed it. They've taken competitors' feedback, people who attended in the past. They've really taken their feedback to heart, and they've changed a lot of things, like I said, to make it more inclusive and to feel like it represents more the field. So, I'm a working esthetician working on clients every day. I also am a distributor. That's something that changed in the last 6 years. So I wasn't distributing anything back then. So what to expect? Basically, you pay to enter, and I don't know how much each category costs, but you pay to enter. And then you have to do an 8-week case study, and that can be on anybody, right? And then you submit your before and afters, and you get down to the place, and it's really cool because there is a complete skincare convention / show the day of the event. That's how it was in 2016. There was a whole skincare show, and I remember I signed up. You had to pay for it, but I got my hair done. They did my makeup. I had a chair massage. Flippin' awesome. It was a great day, and then you got to mingle and to see all the skincare booths, and I was just awesome. So it's like a skincare show mixed with getting your hair and your face done. It was just glorious. I wanted to. Did I get a facial? I think I got a soothing facial too. I had the works. It was so awesome. And that's all before the awards show at night. So it's just an action-packed weekend. It was just so fun. You don't know if you've won until they call your name, but you go up as a group for your group, and you're on stage in front of everybody, and that's just a little bit nerve-wracking. If you look back, they have these funny recaps. They're really action-packed of all the people that were there, and I'm in the video a few times, but what you guys don't know is I am incredibly camera shy. So I can talk to my iPhone right here till the cows come home, talk to you all this way, but if there's a guy with a camera on his shoulder, I'm dumbfounded. I'm I can't speak. I cannot speak. And so I'm standing next to a gal. God, I can't remember her name, but she and I got on really well. I wonder what she's doing now, but she was just a chatterbox and not afraid of the camera guy at all. And he was also kind of cute. So it was oh my God, this is torture. He was just drawn to her. And so I'd be like, hi, in the background, and she'd be, and I'm I wish I could be like that, but I just clam up around cameras. Yeah, so you get your award, and then everybody goes out and parties afterwards, and it's a bucket list thing, 100%. It really needs to be on your bucket list if you're an esthetician. It feels like a skincare show / award ceremony. So it's like the Oscars / prom / a skincare show, and it's a little crazy. All sorts of emotions bubble up, all sorts of friends are made, and business contacts, and it's really worth it. If you have aspirations outside of the treatment room or even inside the treatment room and you want to fill up your books, this is the place to do it, or one of the avenues to do it, and just toot your own horn afterwards. I did it. It is so gratifying to have done. I'm really excited about being a judge. I don't know what to expect, but I know I will be so happy to meet you there. If you come in and really challenge yourself, just go for it. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye now.